So normally I'd like jump to do like a news video about these kinds of subjects. I can't really put anything in this video because if I do, there will be consequences, unfortunately. So that explains why there's a whole bunch of news. But let's just say that if you go pretty much anywhere on Reddit or Facebook or the Fuzzy Walrus Industries Discord server, link down below, although it's really easy, it's discord.gg/nerf, the best place to talk about Nerf in the hobby, you would know that there's some developments going on related to NERF ULTRA. And that brings up the question once again, how bad is Ultra as an existence? How terrible could it possibly be? And in my review, the Ultra one, dog crap. Don't even bother with it. Although I want to like that blaster, it doesn't flip and work, it doesn't work, it's really expensive and it doesn't work. So it should be very easy to overlook the original Ultra 1, but that doesn't mean that Ultra is completely worthless, because there were a lot of name leaks, at least, of a lot of other blasters in the Ultra line, and that got me curious about what we could possibly have in the future and how well the darts would do. Now, as of right now, we don't have anything released that is not a flywheeler, so we have no idea how these things will work in something like springers with like maybe even a breech or a magazine or something like that. So what exactly is the point of Ultra? What would Ultra have to do for us to like it? Well, I don't know about you, but I know a couple of things I would like to see from the Ultra line, and that is, well, innovative blasters that do something different than most other blasters can't do. That's my first point. Now, if the Ultra darts have anything going for them, it's the fact that they're a really bizarre dart shape. They're not a ball, they are a dart, but they don't have any really compressible foam. They don't really have any kind of, like, hole in the back of them. These things, if they were to make, for instance, there is no information or leaks or anything about this, but if they were to make, like, a pump-action shotgun, right, with an internal magazine and a lifter and everything like that, we have this in the hobby already with the Colonel Wasp Firefly and, of course, the Spring Thunder by GDOP. But this is the kind of dart that could possibly work in a situation like that. The head is a little bit squishy, but it theoretically could work, because the foam is really dense. It does compress to a degree, but it's dense. That being said, how exactly well would Ultra darts work in like a Springer? Now, I don't really have concrete information for this, but what I do have sitting literally right in front of me is my Ultra 1, fully loaded since the day I did the review. So it's been a while as those darts have been in there, and I'm going to now pick it up without knocking over the camera, and I'm going to see exactly how well these darts still fit inside this chamber. They're a little loose, and if I look at it, so it seems like they compress on certain points inside the chamber. It's not a complete seal. There's actually little notches inside the cylinder that hold this dart. So my question now is, how well will this, not, compress? Like, how well will it go back into shape? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this dart out, and I'm not going to edit this video today, but what I will do is I'm going to take this dart and put it over here, and in the very near future, when I do edit this video, I'm going to check to see, after like a day or two, if that dart returns to form. That's going to be the most important thing, because if you've ever left a dart inside of any kind, well, the way the foam dart works is that the foam is compressible and expandable, so when you load it into like a barrel, well, that's a smooth surface with some friction. It constricts the dart, and that builds up pressure when air pressure is applied through that tube. And it's a Goldilocks ratio of that air pressure pushing that dart out and the amount of friction, amount of force required to push that dart out that gives us the performance numbers that we're looking for. So there may be some hope there. As of right now, we haven't seen anything that isn't a flywheeler out of Ultra, and the one flywheeler we have is flippin' horrible. I want to like you. I'm being not even joking. I want to like this blaster. I wish you were better, and honestly, if I could upgrade you to get a little bit better performance, I probably would. I know I can slam a 3S LiPo in you, but I don't think that flywheel cage is going to do what I want it to. So I'm probably just going to have to make you shoot some other kind of ammo in the very near future. The other thing is that a lot of people complain about the price of the Ultra darts. This is problem 2. However, what could Ultra darts do that makes them worth the cost? And the answer to that, in my opinion, is, besides the fact they need to actually go straight and go a certain distance, they need to be durable. I have really not many qualms about spending $10, and this is like the low number of Ultra darts, but imagine if there was like a, 50 dart pack for, what is this, 20 for 10, so 50 for 20 or 50 for 18, or 100 Ultra darts for, like $31 or something like that. It wouldn't matter spending that money a couple of times if all the darts were durable. If I could step on an Ultra dart, put it back in a blaster, and it would work, or it would go back into shape, or the darts wouldn't break. Now, again, famously, these, let's take these for instance. These are really old NERF Whistler darts from a clear Vulcan. They were left inside of the chain for a decade. And, well, they've been sitting right here for probably about a month and a half, and they still look like they've been stuck in that chain. But the worst part is if you ever take one of these darts and you just bend it slightly, it's never going to work the same ever again. And that was one of the reasons why I loved Boomco so much, because not only was Boomco pound for pound about the same price as NERF until we got all of the, Adventure Force darts and stuff like that, not only was it more accurate, but it was also extremely durable. As long as I could find the dart, I could shoot it again. And that was really important to me. I don't mind paying more money for ammo if the ammo is good. I think the 50 caliber foam dart is not a very good ammo type. It's the most popular, it's the cheapest to produce and buy, but I don't think it's the future. Case point, anytime you see somebody using an actual performance blaster, they're using a short dart. Short darts have smaller tails on them, so even if you do step on them, while the end of the foam might be a little messed up, it doesn't have a big crease, it's not all wavy, it's nothing like that, it's just a little tiny divot, and usually it will still work fine. You don't even need that tail on that. The tail actually hurts the trajectory of your dart. It doesn't actually do anything. It just harms the dart, the performance of the dart. Rival works on a different aspect. Rival itself is a little flippin' ball, and the problem with these is the same problem that you have with the Ultra darts to a degree. It's too light. These try to get around that by using science to make the ball spin, or some kind of thing inside the hopper that way, and it spins out, and it's supposed to work kind of like a golf ball, the little divots to lower air flow. It doesn't work. Rival is basically completely useless past 40-50 feet unless you're shooting a lot of them. So at the ranges that I could probably tag you out effortlessly with the Caliburn, it would most likely take you 5+ shots, if not more, with any kind of Rival blaster that could possibly work. It's ridiculous. That's one of the reasons why single-shot Rival is almost practically useless. It's good at close range, I'll give it that, because it's a pretty big round compared to, the head of a dart, and it travels really fast. And at close range, let's say within that 40 feet, you don't exactly need accuracy, so it's really good at that. Mega's pretty good at that as well, because Mega not only sails really far, and it's pretty darn good at that, but it's also really big. One of the reasons why I like Vortex is also for that. Vortex rounds are huge! It's really easy to hit people with them. Really good ammo type, that Vortex. Too bad it's dead now. And to really do some thinking, I've gotten another whole pack of this clearanced Ultra ammo, and the fact that this is clearanced tells me they probably knew something was up with this ammo. So if you watched my review of the Ultra One really quick, most of the darts inside the Ultra One package broke on me. Most of the ones I pulled out of these packages didn't. This one is completely unopened. I'm going to grab one random dart, and this is your chance to shine. You are the future of Ultra here. There's going to be a couple hundred people that watch this video. You need to not snap. Ready? Okay, I had to really try to kill this dart. That's like the 30th one I've killed just for the sake of a video, but you get the point. Normally, that's not going to happen with the dart. So if all the darts were at least as durable as that, I would definitely pick it up. It's just a win-win. And now we move on to part 3, value. This is going to combine parts 1 and 2 a bit, because let's say there's an Ultra Blaster that comes out. They could bring out an Ultra Knockout. I bet it could cost $15, come with 3 darts. Well, in my opinion, while the Knockout is also really good at this, and Rival in general is good at this, if you were to release an Ultra Dart Blaster, like an Ultra Jolt, that hit 60-70 feet of range, and sold for under $10 and came with 2 or 3 darts, if those darts are durable, and they work okay, and they hit those kinds of ranges, that would be good. Because if I were, say, a child, or if I was like a nerfer that didn't want to get fully into the ecosystem, but I wanted to test out this ammo type I've seen, I could pick it up, put it in there, I could, oh, look at that, it works good, and the darts are durable, and I could just pick them up and keep reusing them as long as I find the blaster. And then I'm gonna go on freaking YouTube and find videos from 3 years ago and say, what are you talking about? My Ultra works perfectly fine, you're an idiot. Which happens all the damn time. Please stop doing that. That's why YouTube probably had to move the upload date to like the first thing you see underneath the video. It still doesn't stop people. But the point is, this is a thing that could theoretically happen. Now, is it going to happen? Is all of this just a fever pipe dream? Now, if they're gonna discount those darts heavily, it leads me to believe that they're gonna, in the very near future, come out with a slightly modified Ultra 1 dart, or Ultra Dart. And I'm pretty sure that's more likely to happen than anything because, well, 1, it's been clearanced, and 2, these darts don't flip and work. And I'm willing to bet whatever version of the darts we get after this will have some kind of thing probably located in the head that will make them more weighty, that's pretty much all it needs. It just needs a little piece of rubber or plastic, make the head go farther down, something. It could work with all the existing Ultra Blasters, but if you could get one that was like slightly heavier in the tip, it would work. It would fly. I bet you if I were to cut this open and put a BB in there and put another head on it, it would fly way better. Like, we're talking like old school Maverick levels of modding with that one. I think that's possible. I think the Ultra Dart has potential, and as an ammo type, I don't hate it. What we hate about the Ultra Dart is, well, everything to do with the marketing. Dart DRM? We get why you did it, Hasbro. You're not fooling anybody, and the fact that you put all this blurb and crap and fires up to 100, why does the ammo type tell me how far? Are you telling me that is the absolute maximum this round will ever travel? That's a really terrible idea to limit yourselves like that, isn't it? Because in the future, if you're like, the new Ultra Dart fires 150 feet, and you were able to get that within toy standards and just have an awesome toy, that's gonna make this look like a joke. You can put the extreme distance, you can put the pinpoint accuracy, the arrow fin technology, the powerful speed, whatever the hell that means. Put all that on the box. I don't care. If it's gonna lie to me, then yeah, I'm gonna be like, well, I was suckered in by the stupid things on the back of the box. Oh well. But if it actually is somewhat accurate, kind of like Rival, not really, but I mean, FPS readings on Rival Blasters are pretty much on point, and that's on the box. My takedown and my charger pretty much hit the FPS caps that they were putting on the box. So that's good. These don't. None of these do. So what I'm trying to say is I think Ultra has a purpose, and if you haven't seen what I've seen, well, you're going to want to look for it, because that development in the Ultra line is really cool. It's a good idea, and it makes me really excited for the future, because if I can see a pump action, if I could see the return of the barrel break, that's one thing I want to see, because I bet you they could make an air restrictor type system that would work with these kinds of darts, which means they don't have to interrupt the barrels at all, so you can get like the full worth of the barrels, like the airtight barrels. Because right now, the only way you could do another blaster like that is to do the barrel break, and you can't really upgrade the barrel break to be good. When you see things like the double fire, you break it open, and there's just 2 holes you put darts into, which makes the entire front of the blaster useless. You saw the tri-break, same problem. And if you look at, like, even the knockout has kind of a similar issue, although that one's easy to mod to this degree. But for some reason, we haven't seen anything quite like the barrel break again. And I'm guessing because there's really not a way to have a sealed barrel and also be able to, like, put a dart in there and only a dart. Because the biggest issue is that, like, kids do dumb things. They are toys, after all. The kids are gonna do stupid things. They're gonna put things that aren't side blasters. Dart Zone gets around that or whatnot because they have the little flags in there, but if you try to put something like that in the blaster barrel, you're gonna wind up not having an airtight seal for a breach. And I'm eagerly awaiting a blaster that does like a fully sealed breach. Now, it was a really good idea with the Shell Strike. Ultra Dart may be capable of doing that if it has some kind of specialty air restrictor that only works with this dart. So their dart DRM can actually be a good thing if it's utilized in a way. Because if you want a break action, load 2 things, you want the super shotgun from Doom 2? That's the way it's gonna happen. And that makes me really excited, but let me know what you think about the future of the Ultra line. Do you have any hopes for it whatsoever, or are you just one and done? Quite literally, the Ultra one was terrible and you have no plans to ever explore it ever again. I'd love to get your feedback on these kinds of things, but regardless, I'm Walcom S7. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hit the like button if you got this far and you enjoyed it, or the dislike button because a raving madman is complaining about toys and foam darts. I'm aware of the hypocrisy. I don't have a gun to your head, though. Now I kinda do. Hit that like button, maybe even subscribe for me. But regardless, I hope to see you in an entirely different one.